what you might notice in your children is a lot more emotional dysregulation.
So it's really important that we look after their self-esteem and we look after those anxious displays so that they can get through this okay.
When we're in any type of crisis, and what's going on in the world at the moment is a particularly special type of crisis, which a lot of us haven't experienced before, what happens is we become emotionally dysregulated. So our thinking brain that's in charge of rational, logical decision making switches off and our emotions take over. Usually, for most of us as adults, we can recognise this and we can do things to calm ourselves down and to re-engage our thinking brain. Children don't necessarily have this ability, especially small children, and we know that the brain doesn't actually stop developing until we're 25.
Children are going to relate the pandemic and the COVID-19 crisis to something that they understand and something that they know. So children will often look to movies that they've seen or information that they've seen on YouTube or social media. And so when thinking about the pandemic, the closest thing would be the zombie apocalypse. That's what kids imagine. They can't see it, they can't hear it, they can't smell it, they can't touch it, but they know it's coming. They feel like it's coming. They're hearing it on the news, they're hearing it from their friends. This illness, this virus is coming for them. So it's really, really important that as adults, we deliver accurate and honest information about what the pandemic actually is, what it looks like, and how it's going to impact us. Children will respond to the information differently. There are some children that are highly resilient, and if their parents tell them, look, we're going to be okay, this is all going to be over in a few months, I don't really know what's going on, we'll just take it day by day. Those kids will say, okay, and then they'll get on with it and they won't care. There's other kids that are highly sensitive. They might start displaying signs of anxiety, so they might start getting little things like tummy aches or headaches or not wanting to sleep in their own bed or wanting to sleep with you. It's really important at this time that you don't tell them off or tell them to stop doing that or to grow up. Actually lean in and support them. Give them the emotional support that they need at the moment because it is really scary for them. They don't know what's going on. And the changing rules every day, being told, oh, you can go to school today. Oh, no, you're not allowed to go to school today. We don't know when you're going back to school. We don't know when you're going to see your friends again. That's really terrifying for some kids.
What you might notice in your children is a lot more emotional dysregulation. You might notice that they're crying a lot more, that they're fighting with their siblings, that they are struggling to get to sleep at night. And these are all signs that they might be experiencing some kind of emotional distress from what's going on in the world at the moment.
Recognising the signs of dysregulation is really, really important. If you're noticing that your children are angrier than usual, slamming doors, not wanting to eat, or more clingy, displaying separation anxiety, wanting to stay close to you all the time, it's really important that you focus a lot of attention on them. Give them lots of love, physical contact, sit down and play some games with them.
And they might also be picking up on you as a parent. And this isn't to badmouth parents at all because we're all doing the best we can. But you really need to be mindful of your stress levels, taking really good care of yourself, making sure that you are doing a little bit of self-care, that you're taking a couple of deep breaths during the day because your children will benefit from you looking after yourself and maintaining some kind of sense of calm in amidst the storm that's going on at the moment.
So if you are panicking, they are going to be panicking. If you are fearful, they are going to be fearful. If you start having panic attacks, they are going to start having panic attacks. We have to deliver consistent information with their teachers and the education department. So it's important to know what the education department is rolling out with kids in your country or in your state so that you can be consistent with that information. You let kids know that we can protect ourselves. Our government is doing everything it can to protect us from the COVID-19 crisis. We need to follow the directions that are being delivered, even if we don't like them. Can't play footy this season, can't play basketball this season, can't go to school at the moment. All of this stuff really, really sucks, but we're keeping safe. And by us keeping safe, we're keeping our grandparents safe and the people that we love.
If you'd like to be notified of our upcoming videos,
Share and subscribe.